Number 10. Energica Ego Plus RS. Max speed. Limited at 150 miles per hour, 240 kilometers per hour. Acceleration. Ego 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, 0 to 60 miles per hour, 2.9 seconds. Riding modes. 4 riding modes. Eco, Standard, Wet, Sport. Claimed peak power, 171 bhp. Estimated weight, 260 kg. Power weight, 0.656 bhp kg. We felt the time was right to include here the growing new breed of electric bikes, if only because, as anyone who has ridden one will attest, they simply accelerate like nothing else. The pick of the bunch is undoubtedly the top-spec version of Italian specialists Energica's Ego Superbike and, having ridden it, can vouch that for 0 to 80 there's an astonishing, single-speed warp drive like nothing else. Energica themselves claim a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of just 2.6 seconds. Trouble is, that's not the end of the story. On the basis of its power and weight figures, it's actually nothing special. It's its peak torque of 159 pound-feet which is mostly responsible for the party. It's ridiculously heavy. Its top speed is restricted to just 150 miles per hour and it costs nearly £30,000. Maybe electric bikes aren't quite there yet. Number 9. Suzuki GSX1300R Hayabusa. Claimed peak power, 187.4 bhp. Claimed dry weight, 221 kg. Power weight, 0.874 bhp kg. After oodles of anticipation, Suzuki finally introduced an all-new version of its hyperbike, king of speed, the monstrous GSX1300R Hayabusa, in 2021. It was more than worth the wait. Now Euro 5 compliant, boasting a slick, comprehensive suite of rider electronics, fancy new TFT dash and a big dollop of extra build quality, the new Busa was a worthy successor to the 1999 original which was so fast, it forced the end of the speed race. In truth, the new version is no faster, and, being relatively heavy, can't quite match the latest superbikes. But the way it gathers speed and the rush you experience is just as impressive as ever. Number 8. Norton V4 SV. Claimed peak power, 185 bhp. Claimed dry weight, 193 kg. Power, weight, 0.958 bhp per kilogram. The old, controversial, Donington regime Norton V4RR is no more, replaced by the all-new, Solihull-based, TVS-owned Norton's fully re-engineered V4 SV. In truth, the new bike's basic figures aren't as good, boasting now a mere 185 bhp and a dry weight of 193 kg against the old bike's 200-179. But then the new bike also doesn't have the widely reported 30-plus faults of the original. It now goes, stops etc. like a proper superbike should, although it's a way behind the very best from Europe and Japan, and almost certainly is, as Norton claim of its £44,000 range topper, the most luxurious British superbike ever created. Build quality appears good. It's beautifully engineered, though the Spondon-inspired frame's welds are not stack of pennies perfect as the famed British chassis manufacturer would have done it. But it's not the fastest overall. Number 7. MV Agusta Rush. Claimed peak power, 212 bhp. Claimed dry weight, 186 kg. Power, weight, 1.140 bhp per kilogram. Italian Exotica experts MV Agusta still have available its 300 limited edition, carbon-bedecked Rush, the concept bike-styled roadster based on the Brutale 1000, while now start being delivered in June and it's so wacky and potent it had to be included here. MV now claim 208 bhp from its 998cc4, rising to 212 with race kit, a dry weight of 186 kg, a top speed, over 300 km per hour, if you can hang on, to go with its oddball looks, twin pipes and more. 209 bhp from a normally aspirated 1000cc engine would, just a decade ago, have been the preserve of fragile, race-winning superbikes, not a road-going engine with normal service intervals. It's more powerful than most 1000cc nakeds and outguns dedicated sports bikes like Kawasaki's ZX-10, Yamaha's R1, and Suzuki's GSX-R1000. Number 6. Honda Fireblade SP. Claimed peak power, 215 bhp. Estimated dry weight, 180 kg. Power, weight, 1.194 bhp per kilogram. Honda's flagship Superbike continues essentially unchanged from 2020, although you can now get it in 30th anniversary colors, so it continues here. Again, it's tricky to be sure about this one, as no official dry weight figures have been released, so we've had to use a guesstimate. Based on a claimed curb weight of 201.3 kilograms and a 16-liter tank of fuel weighing around 12 kilograms, the dry SP will be at most 180 kilograms. That, coupled with its 215 bhp output, puts it in M1000RR territory, which is probably about right seeing as this is the most powerful, extreme and track-orientated Fireblade ever and one that's been built specifically to win WSB. But it may be better still.